Hi, this is Eric Flannery, head coach of St. Edward High School, 2014 state champs, and you're watching Ohio Sports Net.
My name is David Andrews from Lorain Titans. This is Ohio Sports Net.
This is Kipper Nichols. We're 2014 state champion St. Edward Eagles, and you're watching Ohio Sports Net.
I'm Rashad Berry, Lorain Titans. This is Ohio Sports Net.
It's being billed as the game of the year, and it's only the regional semifinals in Division I. The 25-0 Lorain Titans against the defending state champion, St. Edward Eagles. The irresistible force meets the immovable object.
Well, it is the game of the year. I mean, for us, it's survive and advance. It's win and move on. So every playoff game is the game of the year for us. So we're treating it like we did our first 3 playoff games. This is the state championship. I mean, we need to win this to move on to get a state championship. And if you don't, the season's over. So if there's 2 fans in the stands or 6,000, which we expect, it's still a big deal to us. So we're taking it as such.
It's a great matchup. I mean, it's great for high school basketball in Northeast Ohio. You got debatable the 2 best teams in Northeast Ohio going at in the regional semifinals, and St. Ed's a great basketball tradition. They got a great basketball team. They're well coached, and we feel like we're on par with them. And we feel if we play well tomorrow night, we're gonna be successful. And like I said, we're anxious. We're ready to go, and we're ready to throw the ball up and play.
This is gonna be the game of the year. It's gonna be the game of the year.
Why is that?
Because 2 great teams playing against each other.
What do you think?
I think it's going to be a good game also because we kind of match up for player for player.
Lorain's a great basketball team. They're 25-0 for a reason. They got some great kids, some great players. Coach Rossentano's doing an unbelievable job. It's a great story, and I don't always like being that school that everybody wants to hate a little bit because we've been there and been successful, but I want to win, so we're going to come in and be prepared and be ready to go, and I'm looking forward to this just as much as the kids are. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
It's a big game. I mean, obviously it's a big game for us, especially playoffs time. It's win or go home. Every game's a big game, but this one especially because it's probably the best team we've played in the playoffs so far, and with the crowd that's going to be there, the atmosphere, it's truly a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? This is the real deal right here, but at the same time, we don't want to look at it as that. We want to kind of go in knowing that no moment is too big for us, and we just want to go out there and play our game.
There's been a lot of haters out there for Lorain High. When can you guys squash that, do you think?
To be honest, I don't think it's ever gonna go away. But we just trying to prove a point, and that we're not no hood kids, and we ain't just like kids on the street doing bad. We doing good in the classrooms and proving a point on the court too.
We still got no respect. I don't know if it's because of the school we go to, because we don't go to St. Ed's, Garfield. But if we beat them, their crowd and everybody else probably feel like it's an upset. But to us, it's not an upset because I feel like we can beat them, and our team feel like we can beat them too.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think you guys don't get the respect?
I really had no idea. We 25-0. We've been playing hard. I don't know why. So I guess if we beat them, we might get some respect, but we just stay humble and keep going until we win states. We really don't care about it. We just have that chip on our shoulder and keep it on our shoulder and keep playing hard and don't worry about what everybody else thinks.
Your kids, with all the success, they're treated like rock stars, they're undefeated, they're in the regionals now. How do they stay humble?
I really believe because they really care about each other. They respect each other. And I think when you do that, you're sort of sheltered from everything else going on. And they've maintained a big chip on their shoulder. And like you said, they don't feel they've gotten the respect they deserve. They got that chip on their shoulder. They stayed hungry. And when you got them combinations going along with the talent and the effort they produce, that's a special thing for us.
How much do you guys have an advantage? Being defending state champs, you've been through this game before, you played in that arena, you played all the way down to Valley City Arena.
I think a lot of it comes down to feeling comfortable, going into a game, going into a place where, you've been there before, you know what to expect, and I think we'll be able to handle it and for the most part, and we shouldn't see anything that we haven't seen before.
A lot, I feel like, because we know what it takes. We know what it takes at this point to win, and we got a great coach, so that helps us.
Again, these guys are 16, 17 years old, and I think an adult would get overwhelmed at times. I mean, I go in and, you know, there's 6,000 people there. I've been through it before. To me, it's exciting. You know, I love it. Sometimes a kid, even though he's been through some big games and had some great atmospheres, you know, it might get to him a little bit. So we just got to, you know, anticipate that some of that might happen and just do things to get them through that. But there are times where you get in a situation where you are the underdog or haven't been there in a long time, and you're satisfied. You know, you won the district or you won the regional, and you're okay with that. And I think sometimes that hurts the team. You know, we're in a position where, you know, we're not satisfied, and I'm sure Lorain's not, but sometimes you meet up with a team that sometimes says, okay, we made it here, you know, whatever happens, happens. You know, our team seems to be focused like, yeah, we made it here, but that's not our goal, and we're going to keep moving forward, and I hope that type of mentality does help us.
Do you think of a better fan base right now?
It's been, you know, and what's amazing is it hasn't been like a bandwagon type fan base where they just jumped on 2 weeks ago. We had a great crowd the opening night of the season, and from then on it's been, I mean, sold out. It's been mobs. We've had almost every away game more fans from Lorain than the home team. And so they've been there for us from the get-go, and our guys appreciate it, and they thrive on it. And I think a couple games it actually carried us. It helped us, energized us when the going got tough a little bit. So, yeah, the fan base in Lorain has been unbelievable. They've been begging for a winner in Lorain basketball for a long time, and they got one, and they sure responded to it.
Before the tip-off, our fans will start clapping, get on their feet, and that'll make the other team fans get up. So that make the whole gym just get louder. So, and that just pumps us up more and make us want to score, so we can hear the clapping and the sound. I wish none of our fans had to pay to get in the game. I wish they could just come and show support. They just show a lot of support, even though they got to pay and wait in the line for like 7 hours. That's showing love, so we show love back.
What do you think? The big venue, it's going to be sold out. You're playing on a college campus. Is that going to bother you guys at all?
No. We're used to sold out crowds.
Yeah, we when we get there, we probably gonna have like a little nerves because it's our first time. But when we go on the court, the game just gonna play itself. So
our schedule has prepared us for this, I feel like, and you know, the atmospheres we played in throughout the season definitely have prepared us up until this point to, you know, handle these kind of situations and these kind of games. You know, the teams we've played and the packed houses we've had here, you know, we're ready for that.
So what's going to be a key to victory?
I think the big thing tomorrow is we got to rebound the basketball. They're big, they're athletic, and we feel if we can stay even on them on the boards and put pressure on them, get some easy baskets in transition, we're going to have a good chance to win this game tomorrow night.
There's three things. I mean, one, we got to, you know, do our best to stop their transition and kind of control the tempo a little bit. They're a great running team. Two, we got to rebound the basketball. They're very tenacious on the glass, and if we can hold them to one shot every time, we're gonna, you know, we'll have some success. And then three, just take care of the ball. If we don't allow them to get turnovers and get breakouts, again, we have a good chance. But even if we do those three things, it's going to be a battle. So those three things will at least keep us in the game.
Key to victory, defense, great defense, and not letting them get out in transition, and you know, respecting our opponent. You know, especially that's the biggest mistake a team, you know, can make in playoffs. You know, it's fairly early. You know, come in, you know, not respecting their opponent. We got to respect our opponent. I mean, we know they're good, but we got confidence in ourselves. So
take them out of transition. You know, they're quick getting up and down the court. We got to make them feel uncomfortable. Try to slow it down a little bit. You know, keep their big guys off the glass. Key to victory, I would say, hold them to one shot, and take care of the ball offensively. We outmatch them with our size, and if we can use that to our advantage, then we could be good.
How hungry are you guys to repeat?
Oh, very. You know, anytime you can make history, you know, that's big. And we only got two here. Trying to put this third one up. Yeah.
How bad do you guys want to cut down the nets again, Valley City Arena?
Man, it means everything to get back there. It means everything. We need to go out with a win.
Give me a prediction for the Lorain game.
We're gonna win.
Give me a prediction for the game.
You know I can't do that. You know, obviously, I think we're gonna win. You know, obviously, I think we're gonna win. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game, and but you know, the best team's gonna win. So, but I think we will come out with the victory.
We're gonna win. I mean, I think we're gonna win the game. I mean, you know, we're 25-0, and the way we're playing, if we continue to play the way we played for 25 games, I don't see why we can't beat them, and you know, whoever else pops up on our in front of us.
Win by one, I'll take it. I don't care how we play. Obviously, as a coach, I want us to play well. But again, right now it's about just winning and moving forward. So I will take an ugly 1-point win, by any stretch of the imagination.
Stay tuned. Let the gang do the talking.
Lorain by 2.